Hey, Zach Living here, coming at you with a brand new episode of Film Shifts. In this episode, I want to quickly go over a pretty big audio mistake I recently made on a film shoot. I'm going to come right out and admit I made a huge rookie mistake recently on one of my film shoots. I was on location at a local tavern bar called the Copper Pint. This shoot was for a short film called ALKY. ALKY is a parody of the Rocky movies, and it's about this guy named ALKY who just can't drink like he used to. If you'd like to, I'm going to paste some links in the comment section below where you can go and check out the progress on our short film, ALKY. If you would do that, I certainly would appreciate it. Alright, so basically, long story short, we were at the Copper Pint location, getting ready to shoot, and normally when I'm on a location and I can't really control everything in the environment, I try to at least eliminate all of the audio interferences and background noises as much as possible. So at this Copper Pint location, we turned off all of the air conditioning units, the fans, the televisions, everything in the background we tried to silence. But we ran into one pretty major problem. One of the coolers that was basically right in our shot, in our main shot, this cooler in the background, even when you shut it off, it still ran. And it made a really bad noise. Even after we tried to minimize the noise by aiming the mics as far away from the source of the noise as possible, we even tried to muffle the exhaust vents where the noise was coming from out of this refrigerator. Basically all of that to no avail, and we basically were in a situation where we couldn't control it. It was what it was type of thing. What else can you do in this situation? We just tried to make the best of it and prayed that we could, and I hate to use this term, but we prayed in that instance we could not fix it in post, but try to doctor it as much as possible in post, because keep in mind, this is an indie short film. There is no budget, so it's just like a student film of sorts. So, it is what it is. Here's an example of some of that audio.
Action.
Yo, Allison, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Well, if you plan on entering that competition, you better start training. You're not up for that.
That's not what I want to talk about.
Okay, sidebar. I take complete responsibility for this mistake. Normally, I try to do as much prep work as possible, and I couldn't spend the time that I wanted to sit down and scout this location at least more than once, at least more than 5 minutes in the initial location scout. Had I took a little more time, I should have contacted the owners, set up a time for them to meet me there, go to the location, scout everything out, and especially go to the location and just sit there and listen. Had I done that, I would have noticed the very problematic refrigerator noise. So again, it's just one of those things where, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I guess it's a rookie mistake, and I completely own up to it. It's a pretty ambitious undertaking. I will be completely honest. I I took it for granted, and I didn't. I did not take it as seriously as I should have, and that's completely my fault. I take full responsibility in that. So my question to you is, what would you have done in this situation? If you were me, and you're on location, you have all your lights and all your actors and all your mics and all your crew and cast there, what do you do in this situation? You can't unplug the thing because there's no getting back to it. You can't muffle the sound because that does no good. You turn it off and it still runs. So what would you have done in this situation? Okay, so that's my abbreviated episode, Zach's audio mistakes. Write some comments in the comment section below and let me know what you would have done in my situation.